In the next 40 to 100 years, dying may become a thing of the past. Yeah, you heard that right. Experts say the technologies to make it happen are already in the works. We're talking about pushing the boundaries of what it means to be human. For centuries, humans have dreamed of living forever, but that fantasy might not stay fiction for long. I mean, we've been obsessed with this idea since, forever. Myths, legends, stories, they all have that one character who finds the fountain of youth. And now, it's not just a story anymore. With breakthroughs in biotechnology, brain-computer interfaces, and digital consciousness, some futurists argue that the end of biological death could be within reach this century. If you survive to 2050, you might just dodge death entirely. Here's how. Imagine this. You're relaxing in a custom-designed android body, your mind seamlessly integrated with advanced systems. Sounds like sci-fi, but it's closer than you think. Researchers are already connecting human brains to machines. Neural prosthetics can restore senses, or let paralyzed people control robotic limbs with thought. Some futurists dream of mind uploading, transferring your memories and personality to a digital platform. Freed from biology, you could inhabit any android form, explore the ocean, or climb Everest. No more aging, no more disease, just endless possibilities. Some top scientists believe it's possible, but there are massive technical and ethical challenges. Would a digital copy really be you or just an imitation? Still, if we could explore the universe as immortal androids, I'm here for it. Okay, let's talk about bioprinting. The future of medicine, and maybe even the key to living way, way longer. Imagine a world where you could just print out a new heart or liver whenever you needed one, like replacing a worn-out phone battery. Sounds crazy, right? But this is the future that bioprinting is working towards. We're already seeing incredible progress in this field. Scientists have successfully 3D printed functional organs, like bladders and skin, that have been implanted in patients. And it's not just simple tissues anymore. Researchers are making strides in bioprinting complex organs like kidneys and even hearts. Think about it. No more organ donor waiting lists. No more agonizing over organ rejection. If your body starts to fail, you could just swap out those old parts for fresh, 3D printed replacements perfectly matched to your DNA. It's like giving your body a complete system upgrade. The implications for longevity are massive. Imagine extending your lifespan indefinitely, simply by replacing worn-out organs as they age. It's like hitting the refresh button on your biology. The technology is still in its early stages, but it's advancing rapidly. We're talking about using bioinks made from your own cells to create custom-designed organs that your body will readily accept. It's personalized medicine on a whole new level. And it's not just about replacing failing organs. Bioprinting could also be used to create enhanced organs. Imagine a heart that's stronger and more efficient, or lungs that can filter out pollutants with superhuman effectiveness. Of course, there are challenges to overcome. Bioprinting complex organs like the brain is still a long way off, and there are ethical considerations around designer organs and potential inequalities in access to this technology. But the potential here is undeniable. Bioprinting could revolutionize medicine, extend our lifespans, and fundamentally change what it means to be human. So, you want to time travel to the future? Well, cryogenic freezing might be your best bet, at least for now. This is the ultimate life hack, hitting the pause button on your biological clock and waking up in the future when technology has advanced enough to cure whatever took you out in the first place. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? But the idea is grounded in real science. Cryogenics involves cooling the body to ultra-low temperatures, essentially putting your cells in a state of suspended animation. The goal is to preserve your body and mind until a future date when medical technology has advanced enough to revive you and potentially even reverse the aging process. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds pretty out there. And you're right. There are still major hurdles to overcome. The biggest challenge is figuring out how to freeze and thaw a human body without causing irreversible damage to the cells and tissues. But here's the thing. Scientists have already made some progress with cryopreservation. They've been able to successfully freeze and revive small organisms like worms and insects. And there have been some promising experiments with cryopreserving human organs. Organizations like the Alcor Life Extension Foundation are already offering cryogenic freezing services, preserving the bodies of those who choose to bet on the future of science. Think about it. If this technology pans out, it's not just about cheating death. It's about gaining access to potential immortality. Imagine waking up in a future where diseases are eradicated, aging is reversed, and humanity has achieved interstellar travel. Of course, there are ethical and philosophical questions to consider. What happens to your consciousness when you're frozen? What will the world be like when you wake up? And will there be a place for you in it? It's a gamble for sure. But for some, the chance to cheat death and experience the future is a risk worth taking. What if I told you that one day we could live forever in a perfectly crafted digital paradise? No death, no disease, just pure, unadulterated bliss. Sounds too good to be true? Well, the idea of uploading our minds to the cloud and living in a virtual world is gaining serious traction in the tech world. This isn't just some far-fetched sci-fi concept. It's rooted in the idea that our consciousness is essentially information, and like any information, it can be digitized, stored, and even transferred. Think about it. We already spend a huge chunk of our lives online, connecting with others, consuming content, and even creating virtual versions of ourselves in video games and online communities. Now, imagine a virtual world so immersive, so realistic, that it becomes indistinguishable from physical reality. You could have a custom-designed avatar, explore exotic digital landscapes, and connect with other minds from across the globe. Death would become irrelevant, and you could potentially exist indefinitely in this digital utopia. This might sound like the plot of The Matrix or Ready Player One, but researchers are making some mind-blowing advancements in areas like brain-computer interfaces and artificial intelligence, bringing this sci-fi fantasy closer to reality. We're already seeing companies investing heavily in creating hyper-realistic virtual worlds. And with the rapid pace of technological advancement, it's not inconceivable that we could one day create a digital realm that's even more compelling than our physical world. Of course, this raises a whole bunch of ethical and philosophical questions. What happens to our bodies in the real world if our minds are living in the cloud? Is a digital existence truly living? And who gets to control and regulate these virtual worlds? It's a complex issue, but one thing's for sure. The idea of transcending our physical limitations and living forever in a digital paradise is an incredibly seductive and potentially transformative concept. Alright, let's talk about the ultimate upgrade, merging our minds with machines to become something beyond human. I'm talking about the world of cyborgs, where biology and technology become seamlessly intertwined. Now, this might seem like pure science fiction, but the truth is, we're already on the path to becoming cyborgs. Think about it. We rely on smartphones, computers, and the internet as extensions of our minds, enhancing our abilities to communicate, learn, and navigate the world. But what if we could integrate these technologies directly into our bodies and brains? We're already seeing incredible advancements in brain-computer interfaces, allowing paralyzed individuals to control prosthetic limbs with their thoughts, and even enabling communication for those who have lost the ability to speak. And this is just the beginning. Imagine a world where we can enhance our cognitive abilities with neural implants, downloading information directly into our brains or augmenting our senses with bionic eyes that can see in the dark or zoom in on objects miles away. We could become walking, talking supercomputers, capable of processing information at lightning speed and pushing the boundaries of human potential. This merging of human and machine intelligence could lead to a new era of scientific discovery, technological innovation, and even artistic expression. Imagine composing symphonies directly from your mind, or creating stunning works of art with just a thought. But this fusion of flesh and technology also raises profound ethical questions. What does it mean to be human in a world where we can enhance our minds and bodies at will? Will this technology be accessible to everyone, or will it create a divide between the enhanced and the unenhanced? It's a brave new world, and the choices we make today will determine the course of our future. Whether it's android bodies, three-dimensional printed organs, or uploading your mind to the cloud, the future of immortality is closer than you think. The lines between science fiction and reality are blurring, and the choices we make today will determine the fate of humanity. These advancements force us to confront fundamental questions about life, death, and what it means to be human. Are we ready for a future where death is optional? And what impact will these technologies have on society, ethics, and the very essence of our existence? Which of these breakthroughs would you choose to live forever? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more future-focused content.